Yeah, good afternoon students. Welcome back. I will be taking session on logbook for foundation course. I told you in the beginning that this 1 month of foundation course, whatever you learn, you are supposed to record in logbook. And when you will come in the campus on 16th of January, we'll make arrangements to provide you this logbook in your hostels. So please bring the notes which you have prepared while watching various videos from day 1 to day 10. And even tomorrow there is a session on skills. So please keep a habit of taking notes whenever you watch any session, and please bring that notebook when you come to Loni on 16th. Now in this session I will tell you what is the structure of logbook and what you are supposed to fill up in short. So this is the first page. This is second edition of logbook. First edition was there for 2019 batch. Your second batch for CBME. Now on this inside page you will have to paste the passport size photograph of yours, name of the college, name of the student, roll number will be given to you, year of admission will be 2020. You are supposed to write your date of birth, hobbies, blood group, then some personal information like height, weight, body mass index, then hepatitis B vaccine status. Now for 2019 batch, we made a hepatitis B vaccine available in our hospital, and 3 doses were given: 0 dose, 1 month and 6 months dose. And even for your batch, we are going to do the same thing. So those who have already taken the vaccine, they will have to tell the exact information, how many doses they have taken, when they have taken, etc. Now this is the certificate page of logbook journal, which will be signed by 4 HODs: anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, community medicine, and then medical education unit coordinator, and then respective dean sir will sign. Now purpose of foundation course is written here. I have already told you purpose of foundation course. To orient the students to medical profession, curriculum and institute. Now by attending previous lectures, I am sure you are oriented now virtually to the institute, to curriculum, to medical profession. Acclimatize them to campus environment. Now this will be done when you come on 16th, and then you will be in quarantine for 14 days in your respective hostels, and all the arrangements will be made to make your stay comfortable. You won't have to go outside hostel for any reason. Familiarize with teaching programs. Again, you are already exposed to departments, PowerPoint presentations and videos by HODs of first MBBS, second MBBS. You are also seeing hospital setup, IPD, OPD. Help to adapt academic challenges. Now, after you finish your quarantine period, we will also involve you in sports activities every day, at least for 1 hour. We have got sports ground, outdoor games, indoor games, and we will also arrange a cultural evening for your batch depending on your interest and hobbies you have mentioned. Our cultural team, Dr. Rahul Kunkulo, Dr. Anga Maravar, and CRs, Vaibhav Pandey, Parv, Isha, they are all working on the entries which you have sent to them, and there will be selection, and there will be one cultural evening, but that will be in the last week of February, because 2019 batch will be undergoing university examination. So CRs, they will be busy in their own examination, university examination. That's why we requested them to keep the cultural event at the end of February. Cope with the vast body of knowledge and skills required in healthcare system. Now, we have made you available virtual tour of all the health centers, community health center, primary health center, sub-center, Anganwadi, and our health centers. But when you come after finishing the quarantine period, Department of Community Medicine will arrange actual visits for you so that you will be familiar with the healthcare system in India and develop habit of self-directed learning that already we have inculcated. We have created Google Classroom. We are uploading learning resources on that, PPTs, PDFs, videos, YouTube links, and you can watch them leisurely, take notes. So one of the aspect of NMC or MCI for Indian medical graduate, that he should be a lifelong learner. So this habit of self-directed learning we are inculcating. Now these are the broad headings of foundation course. Orientation lectures that mostly we have finished. Skill module that is covered on YouTube in a virtual mode, but we'll make sure that when you actually come to the classroom, we're going to have special sessions on first aid with demonstration, then cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, BLS, ACLS. Again, these sessions will be taken in actual mode also. Field visits, I told you, virtually they have been covered, but even we'll cover them actually when you join. Professional development including ethics is mostly covered by lectures on ATCOM module. Even today morning, Dr. Jorvekar and Dr. Dandekar, they talked about ethics and patient communication. Then you also had a suturing skill as demonstration today by a surgery resident. And sports and extracurricular activities, I told you 1 hour per day will be given for these activities when you join. An enhancement of language and computer skills. Now this part is remaining, and we'll try to utilize your Saturday afternoon without disturbing your academic schedule in the month of February and March to complete the remaining part of foundation course. Now next page is instructions for the students. I will read that. It is mandatory for all students to attend all the modules in foundation course as per the timetable. 75% attendance is compulsory. As various sessions in these modules are interactive, students are expected to actively participate in learning activities. Students are encouraged for self-directed learning. Student will write his or her reflections about the sessions experienced weekly. So this is the important activity to fill up the logbook, where the notes which you have taken will be helpful to write your reflections it shall be responsibility of the student to maintain the logbook, get it assessed from respective teachers, get it signed by respective HODs, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, community medicine, and ultimately it will be certified. Now the next page of logbook, we have given time distribution for first MBBS, how many hours are dedicated for each subject that were printed in logbook itself, so that just by looking at the page you will have an idea. So we have anatomy for 675 hours, physiology 495 hours, biochemistry 250 hours, early clinical exposure 90 hours, and those will be equally divided in 3 departments: anatomy, physiology and biochemistry, 30 hours each. Yesterday Dr. Taide has talked in detail about ECE, that is early clinical exposure. Then ATCOM module 34 hours, again will be covered by all 3 departments. Then we have got sports and extracurricular activities for 60 hours. Then 80 hours are meant for formative assessment and term examinations. So your first MBBS, the duration is somewhat reduced, so please take note of it. So of course institute will take responsibility to cover the 100% syllabus in time. We will also try to give some preparatory leave. Then this is a longitudinal module on management of pandemics for MBBS course, which NMC has introduced and made it compulsory for CBME batch, and that our university has adopted. I told you that this is a 80 hours module, and tomorrow our respected Dean sir will further elaborate on this pandemic management module. In the activity of formulation course, we have divided in week 1, week 2, week 3 and week 4. Accordingly, whatever sessions we have covered in that respected week, you are supposed to make entry. These are the columns: serial number, date, activity. Suppose on one day there are 3 or 4 sessions conducted, you write those in that serial order. Then there will be blank pages provided to write the reflections, and even the page number will be provided so that you can indicate the page number against the activity. Then teacher's signature and remarks, those are columns for teachers. Second week, third week, fourth week. Now, what do I mean by reflections? I told you that blank pages are meant for writing the reflections. If you stand before the mirror, you see your reflection. So, by learning formulation course for 1 month, what knowledge you gain, that you are supposed to reflect. So reflect on your learning experiences during the 4 weeks of foundation course. Now that is to be written in a systematic order. Number 1, you write what happened. What did you learn from this experience? That is number 1. Then so what? What are the applications of this learning? And then next point, what next? What knowledge or skills do you need to develop so that you can handle this type of situation. So we want to see how you are applying the knowledge for yourself, how you assess yourself. And this will help you for self-directed learning, for developing your skills, for understanding your abilities. So these will be the blank pages in the logbook. So when you come on 16th, within a couple of days, we'll provide these logbooks in the hostels itself. You do not have to come to college or any stores. So don't forget to bring your notebooks, the notes which you have taken while watching various sessions from day 1 till last day of foundation course online mode. Now, announcement about tomorrow's sessions. Tomorrow's session will start at 10 a.m. and the first session is by respected Dean Sir, ABM retired Dr. Rajveer Balwar Sir, and he will be talking on 2 issues: pandemic management module, and the second important topic is professionalism. Now, after that, Dr. S.N. Mahajan Sir, Professor and Head of Medicine Department, he will be speaking on one topic related to ATCOM module. After that, Dr. Sandeep Pakle, Professor and Head of Anatomy, and also in charge of Skill Lab, he will tell you in brief about the skills required for MBBS undergraduate student. He will also give you information about the skill laboratory that we have. And after that, the last session will be very attractive session for you, very interesting. And that session is on BLS and ACLS, basic life support. And Dr. Tushar Bhavar and Dr. Akshay Shetty, both are professors in anesthesia. Those topics will be covered initially by PowerPoint presentations, and then they will actually demonstrate on the mannequins with the help of their residents that how CPR is given. So that will make your session interesting. So we stop here. I have given you a brief outline of foundation course logbook. Have a nice day. Thank you. झालं बरं का?
Yo,